Not one, but 5 viewers overnight get big grants because of this channel. Then $2,400, SSI, SSDI, Social Security, railroad benefits, and veterans benefits, and a 20% increase a lifetime. Next, the president being pushed to do executive orders, $5,000 stimulus check right now. Then calls into question for how quickly we can get a stimulus package out, as Mitch McConnell's offer for $300 on the table, rejected for the Pelosi team 7 months ago, now looks very lucrative, as the push to get the Problem Solvers bill still remains a focus. And the repurposing of that CARES Act 1 money, which may now be actually more. These are the breaking developments overnight. So much exciting news, and I'm so glad you joined me. And this is Mornings LALATE. Hey, good morning, everybody. It's Wednesday morning. How are you? The toast is toasting, the butter is budding. I'm here, you're here. And apparently there's more love for cream cheese than butter. I asked that question yesterday, and boy, the overwhelming sentiment is you prefer cream cheese on your toast over butter. Well, now we have heard it. So the question of the day today is, do you prefer sausage or bacon with your breakfast? I prefer bacon. Let's show you where we land with this one. If you've not subscribed to this channel, please do, because I'm finding you money right now. Not 5 days from now, not 5 months from now, not 5 weeks from now, right now. And this video, I'll be going over 5 success stories, 5 in just the last 24 hours. It's starting to ramp up. I know how to get people money. I've gotten $5 to $25 million in EIDL for viewers of this channel in the very first weeks of this channel, when I only had a couple hundred subscribers. Now with 320,000, we're ramping it up. Also, like this video, it really helps in the algorithm, so we rank higher in the video rankings. In today's video, I'm going to go over those 5 success stories across the country in the last 24 hours, some just minutes ago, in which viewers say, thank you, you've made the difference for me during the holidays and my family. We have gotten a grant because of watching your channel, and we're so thankful. The inclination and the success of these people should inspire you to do the same. This is the spirit of the channel, positivity and pushing. Next, I'll be going to that $2,400 that could land your bank account if you're on SSI, Social Security and railroad benefits. Then I'll be going over the other 2 ways you can get money right now. And last night in Purple Power Chat, wow, I realized there's a lot of viewers who qualify for these things that never even heard about them, even though I had done about 300 videos when I was a smaller channel, and I guess no one saw those. Then I'll be turning to executive orders, and that $5,000 stimulus check you can be coming if you repurpose the CARES Act 1 money right now. And finally, what's going on with Congress and Nancy and Mitch? Big developments overnight. Let's get to the breaking news. The breaking news, as you said here today, is there's not 1, not 2, but 3 ways to get money right now. This is not money 5 months from now, 5 weeks from now, but it's running right now. And when I started delivering these details about, I would say maybe 2 days ago, in the last 24 hours, it has ramped up. No less than 5 success stories in the last few hours. First, there's 3 ways to do this. 1 with CARES Act 1 money, 2 with escalated benefits for unemployment benefits, and 3 for EIDL. 3 different ways. Let's go over each of them one at a time. First, CARES Act 1 money. This is money from the federal government that was given to states to then give to cities and counties under the first stimulus package in March. They're now just giving to cities and counties, and the cities and counties must use it or lose it, because if they lose it, it goes back to the federal government. So ironically, they're announcing a lot of these grants in the last few days. all, repeat, all, and I'm going to say it again, all my viewers qualify for it, even SSI, SSDI, and Social Security Railroad benefits, because these are programs designed for people who don't make a lot of money. So if you're on SSDI, you qualify for these. What are them? There's about 5 different types of them, but the first 3 are the most common. First, rent. Every viewer of this channel qualifies for it because you're of an income level of under the threshold. 2, stimulus checks. All of you qualify for it. Third, food grants. All of you qualify for it. And sometimes in the rent, they also add utility grants for your electric and your water. Now, the next 2 grants are more uncommon, and some don't apply to some of you. They are for frontline workers, and the other ones are for small business owners. Now, where are they? They are in every single state. I'm going to repeat that again. They're in every single state. Next, these are from your cities and your counties. So someone said in the comments, sadly, and I've been repeating this warning, these are not private grants I'm referring to. These are grants from your cities and your counties. So if you go to any website that's a clearinghouse, like you're going to shop for something, you're in the wrong place and you're not following the instructions of this video. One viewer sadly paid $30 to go find information. No, you're not listening to this video. These are grants from your cities and your counties, which don't charge you to apply for a grant. This is your cities or counties. Next, the way you find it, you can go to Google News and you look for grant or CARES Act grant plus your city's name plus, I butchered that. Let me start that over again. CARES Act plus your city plus grant. And then CARES Act plus your county plus grant. You can also do it for your state, and you can also do it for your region. Then, I have also offered this advice to a few of my viewers who had a little confusion about the subject matter. They found grants, and then they had questions about them. Hey, you have city officials for a reason. Pick up the phone and call the city that has the grant and say, hi, I found the grant. Can you explain to me how I do this? That's what they're there for, your city and your county. Moreover, if you're having problems finding it, call up your city and county. They're there for exactly this purpose for you. Now, the success stories, my goodness. Barbara Perez, last night in Purple Power live chat from South Florida. I believe it was Miami Springs, found a rent grant. Wow, congratulations, Barbara. Maria in Midday on Afternoons LALATE yesterday in the comments said, thank you, LALATE. I found a grant for me and my family. It's a 6-month rent grant for New Jersey. We're going to be indebted to you because it's 6 months for me and my family. Congratulations, Maria. Next, Brian in the comments last night to check, evening's check. Hello, LA. I was just accepted for a special payment of $1,200 in the state of Illinois. Thank God, Illinois. Congratulations, Brian. Judy, overnight, this is just this morning breaking. I applied for a rent assistance in my county. I'm behind 3 months. Thanks to you, I found a CARES Act grant site, and I'm waiting to hear back from them. By the way, love your show. So funny. Congratulations, Judy. That was at 10 o'clock last night. Then this morning, Danielle found one, and she's applying for it right now. Thank you, LA. After watching your videos you post all the time, I was just given, oh, I'm so sorry, I misread that. She got the grant. She didn't just apply, she got the grant. I was just given a $9,000 grant for 6 months of rent. I live in Manatee County, Florida, and it's found on their city's website. The application process was super easy. Thank you. Congratulations to those 5 viewers. And if you have success stories, DM me them on Twitter or DM me them on Instagram, which is LALATE_, and on Twitter, it's LALATE. Next, the second time of money right now is escalated benefits. This is incredible great news. My viewers in Purple Power last night, I asked them live, what income level were you on unemployment? When did you start unemployment? And what type of unemployment are you on? And they overwhelmingly said that they started unemployment about March or April, a few were July, and they said they have never done escalated benefits. They never heard of escalated benefits. And I would say about 50% of them were $18,000 to $25,000 in 2019 earnings, and then the other 50% were above $25,000. Well, here's the news. All of you should be doing this, and the people over $25,000 shouldn't be even having your cup of coffee. You should be watching this video and rushing to do it right away. Escalated benefits is so much money. It's thousands of dollars. Let's do the analysis. If you have if you're in a state, you start on your base level benefits. Every state starts you on the minimum weekly benefits for, and we're talking about UI or PUA. I'm not talking about FPUC. Your weekly benefits. Well, guess what? The maximum benefits is usually about $300 higher. So there's a $300 range in which you could land, but you're at the base level. Why are you at the base level? Because you've never asked for it. One viewer in the comments said, they never told me about this because they don't want to tell you about it. They just don't do anything unless you ask for it. What's important to understand, and I'm trying to get this mindset ingrained in people's minds right now, is that people think the federal government does things for you and you don't have to do anything for it. And that the state government does everything for you and you just sit back and things land in your account. Not true. These people applied for the grants. They took my information. They applied for the grants. The person's in the city and she never even heard of the grant until I told her go look for it. These cities don't send out newsletters, say, hi, I have a grant, come apply for you. They sit back and they just wait for you to do the work. So you have to do a little bit of work here. So escalated benefits could raise you $100, could raise you $200 a week. Well, if you've been on unemployment for 30 weeks, that's $100 a week, $3,000. What are you doing here? Let me give you the ranges. If you're at $18,000 to $25,000, you could possibly raise it about $50 a week, which would be about $1,500, $1,600, $1,800 check landing in your bank account. If you're at about $25,000, it may be about $100 a week. That would be $3,000 to land in your bank account. And if you made over $30,000 last year, boy, you could be raising it $200 a week, which is about $6,000 landing in your bank account. Pull your 2019 tax return, put it into scanned format, PDF on your computer, write a nice letter. Dear Unemployment Office, here is my current 2019 tax return. Please take a look at it. I'm currently being paid this much per week. Please see if I qualify for extra weekly benefits or higher weekly benefits. Use very simple words. Higher or extra or more. Very simple words. Don't use words like escalated or enhanced or embellished or very complicated words which mean a lot of different things to a lot of different people. Use simple words like extra or higher or more, and they will get back to you. Again, these are government agencies, so don't send one letter and expect them to just roll over and cut and paste and suddenly the money's in your account. You have to call. You need to follow up. Next, EIDL. Wow, this is really exciting. EIDL is the subject matter that put me on the map. No one knows more about EIDL than me. No one has made more videos about EIDL than me. No one has gotten viewers more money on EIDL than me, about $10 to $25 million. In one weekend between Thursday and Tuesday, I made videos in which I think it was upwards of 20 EIDL people approved within about 6 days. That was the rapid pace in which I was doing it because it's a very simple process if you have everything lined up and you do it correctly. Last night, I had a wonderful comment from someone in the comments, which was so great because it's inspiring and it shows that they're taking this information and taking it to another step. The viewer said, if you have a side hustle in which you sell custom arts and crafts, you qualify for an EIDL. Yes. If, for example, you are a teacher at a school for arts, but on the side, you also have a side hustle in which you sell pottery, and you declare that income on your 2019 tax return, preferably on a Schedule C, that's very easy. Go get an EIDL for that pottery business. How much can you get? It's your gross revenue minus your cost of goods sold divided by 2. Where do you apply? SBA.gov. What is it called? Economic Injury Disaster. Is it going live? Yes. How does it work? It basically has no interest or principal due for the first year, and then after December of 2021, you start to repay it over 30 years. You know how small that is? If you're getting a $3,000 or $4,000 EIDL, it's like $10 a year starting in 2022. And if you don't want it after 2022 or 2023 or any time, you can always give it back a few years from now. It's very simple, and it's a lot of money, and it comes in your bank account. The only thing you need to do is go on Experian and look for your Vantage 3.0 score is over 570. If it isn't, do the Experian Boost, which is free, raises it $25. Next, $2,400 for SSDI, SSI, and Social Security benefits. Yes, Biden wants to give you $2,400 for SSDI, SSI, Social Security, and railroad benefits because he thinks you've not gotten enough money during this pandemic. This is a special additional stimulus on top of your existing stimulus check that everyone's haggling to try to get out. $2,400 broken down as $200 a month every month to the end of December 2021. Next, he wants to give you two other things. He wants to increase your benefits upwards of 20% one time, lifetime. So if you're paid $1,200, $1,000 a year now, he wants to bring you to $1,200 a year now. Then, one last thing, he wants to increase it annually with a new benchmark different than COLA. He thinks that COLA is not paying you enough, which it isn't, and so he wants to tie it to a new benchmark that would track increases in the economy and pay you more as price of goods goes up. Then, $5,000 as a stimulus check? Yes. More than $5,000? Possible. How about multiple stimulus checks? The president has the authority, the money, and the will and the wishes to do an executive order. He has upwards of $800 billion of money at SBA to send out a $5,000 stimulus check that could land in your bank account right now. If he signed the executive order right now, you would get it within 10 days. There's a push and a belief that he's going to do it because there's new now questions this morning, at least on Wall Street, and I believe it to be the truth as well, that the president may not want to leave on January 20th, which suggests that he may be teeing up executive orders to help you down to the last minute. Get it done. Send out this stimulus. Then, Mitch McConnell, Nancy, what's going on with them? Here is the shocking developments about these two people. Earlier this week, Nancy Pelosi said, I have a bill. I have a bill from May, a bill that no one wanted, but I have a bill. Sign my bill or else. Then yesterday she said, you know what? Please negotiate with me. I want to hear from you. No one's negotiating with me. Then the day before, Joe Biden said, you know, we need to be bipartisan, but we also have a bill. So within that dichotomy of her way or the highway and then suddenly wanting to negotiate, here's what's unfolding, and it needs to be clarified to you right now. Mitch McConnell made an offer to her. She didn't want it. He wrote a bill. She didn't want it. That bill would have given you upwards of $7,000 by today's date, and it would have continued your FPUC, your UI, and your PUA after December. And he wanted to give you other money that you would have helped you and your local businesses continue into the next year. She rejected it. Steve Mnuchin wanted to give you a higher amount that would have been $400 a week, and he wanted to give you a stimulus check upwards of $2,000. She rejected that as well. So in all these times that she's rejected things, she's cost to American families and individuals upwards of $7,000 to $10,000 per household. Now, where does she stand? She's under fire from her own party, from the president, from Democrats, and from moderates and independents because the situation from her seems delusional at this point. Why do I say this? Currently, the GOP has control of the Senate. There's 2 seats up for Senate races in Georgia. And if one of those seats, it only needs to be one of those seats, is won by the Republicans retain control of the Senate. Nancy Pelosi, still to this day, is talking about a bill that no one likes. No one in her party, the president, the moderates, and independents. It excludes half of the things that the president wants. It excludes half of the things that the president-elect wants. And she's still talking about that bill. Here's the rub. Nothing is going to be passed if she keeps on talking about a darn bill that no one likes. It gives the vast majority to government officials as raises manifested as a stimulus package when it's not. Hence, the push is underway to get her to realize that you need to do the problem solvers bill with a modification of standalone stimulus checks right now. Americans need stimulus checks right now. There's CARES Act 1 money at SBA. Send that out now. Millions of Americans would have thousands of dollars in their pockets to go from now to January. Then you can do all your other stuff. No one's saying that she shouldn't have any of her stuff, but the stimulus check is the most urgent thing right now. If you have more questions about this and additional updates as well, stay with me for 12 noon Pacific Standard Time when I go over more developing details on holidays LALATE. Then follow me at 3:30 Pacific Standard Time on afternoons LALATE. And this evening on Evenings LALATE, I take more of your questions on Purple Power Live, in which I go over how to get this free money right now, not waiting on Congress, but money right now, like these 5 incredible success stories. For that reason, if you've not subscribed, please do. Also, like this video. As always, stay informed, stay smiling, and stay with LA for more.